This is a multi-station item sending machine that is based on JaRsCrafted Itemsender, which is linked in the description, and you should watch that before carrying on with this. Or I'll show you. Basically, put shit in this chest, it'll go into the chest cart and it'll be launched off to an item sorter or your smelter or whatever it is it's going to. However, that doesn't work for multiple filling stations. Problem being, once you put stuff in the chest, it will travel along. It detects that it's got stuff in it, and it will launch it further along the track. It will stop here briefly. It'll get some items from the hopper, but it will take forever to totally empty it. So with some adjustments, this will wait until the chest and the hopper is empty. Then it will go on to the next station. If the next station has stuff waiting for it, then it will stop there, and so on, before finally getting to the item sorter loop. So if I put wheat in here, the chest will come, it'll fill up, and it will be launched into the sorter. If I put stuff here and here, once the chest cart is empty, it will return to the beginning. It will empty the hopper and chest again. Because this has no items, it won't stop here. It will stop here, empty the chest and hopper, and then go on to the item sorter. So this is JaRsCrafted basic version. Like I said, it's in the description. It needs to be changed a little. Get rid of these in order to work how I'd like. What would we use? Some wool. So the green wool is stuff that will be moved. It's fairly straightforward to get the cart to stay where you want it until the hopper is empty. That's basically it. Once the hopper has something in it, for wool, it will launch it. This station has been mirrored because when the cart comes along, it has to detect whether or not there's something in it, and if I detect over here, then that's no good, because it will just sit at this station, and the comparator has to be moved one along to the side it's coming from, otherwise it interferes with the track switcher here. So if we're coming from the left, the cart will end up in the station. If we're coming from the right, the cart will skip the station and go back to the beginning. Yeah, so basically same as the first one, except like I said, it's slightly different from the number 1 station. And that's that one. And you could basically, every station that isn't the first one would be mirrored. So this would, for your next station, that you'd build this again and again and again and again, as far as you like, until you get to your item sorter. Now there's a problem with this in that if we have the chest cart, give me that, over here, but we put items in here, well, the chest isn't going to come along until we put items in the first one. So in order to fix that is a rather not very nice piece of redstoning. A big long line of it. What we have to do is, I shall choose a different colour of wool for this. so we take the signal from the comparator here, which is telling the system that there's something in this hopper. We need a repeater. And we repeat it because it's only going to be a very small signal strength. We take that and we take it down, and this is our back signal. Do the same for all your stations. And again, feed the signal. The signal should only go for any station that isn't the first one. The signal should go back towards station 1. Station 1 should send the signal this way, which will, when I find one, there it is. Activate this torch, put a repeater here to stop the signal going all the way around, and to boost the signal from any stations that would be further down there. And then what we need is for me not to screw it up, move this torch, piece of redstone here and here, put a torch here. Right, so if, well, I'll finish up first. Same here, so this is directly under the block that would be moved when we have something in the hopper. Repeater, redstone, and like I said, this would be continued all the way down to your next station and your next station and your next station, so on and so forth. Repeater, redstone, blah 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 blah, and any stations you have over here would feed along the yellow line. So anyway, once we have something in the hopper, sorry, I won't use this one. Once we have something in the hopper, this will retract, stopping any power from reaching this powered rail. The signal from the hopper will go down here, along here, and it will invert, and it'll turn these torches on. So this one will be raised, so no power will get there, but the power will get here. So that'll launch the cart, which will eventually stop here, because it's going to stop at every station along the way until it gets to the item sorter or your smelter or whatever you have over in this end. So just to demonstrate, retracts, and then it's launched again. And that is pretty much it. Barring this, basically it's a circular rail. It tests here to see if there's anything in the chest cart. If there is, it inverts the signal to this torch, which stops it from going back along to the stations. The cart would be sent back anyway, because these comparators would send a signal into the powered rail and it would be launched back. But this is just to save time, and it doesn't take forever. And I think that's everything. Perhaps the track switcher is like the cart will hit this, detect the rail, will activate this, invert this, which will flip the track back, so when the cart's coming along it'll go in. I think I've already covered this actually, because I'm an idiot. And the same will happen when the cart comes along here. It will be inverted, and it will be launched back to the first one. So, I don't even know what I've got my item sorter over here. I think it's wheat. Yeah. Just to show this off again. So we'll put 8 wheat in the first one, 8 wheat in the second one, and 8 wheat in the third one. Then it will, the cart will stop at each station along the way before depositing it in the storage. I can put 8 wheat here, and the same here. It will return immediately to the first position, then which will be launched again to second and the third. You can see the green blocks have been retracted, so no power is going to reach it. The detector here isn't going to launch if it has anything in it. And it carries on. This is JaR's basic system here with an item sorter, except this will launch stuff into lava once it reaches a certain amount of fullness in the chest. And it's pretty much exactly what you see here. Just in case you were interested in what it was. So yeah, that should be everything, hopefully. Meh. Just to show this working in a survival world. Oh, stupid fucking fraps. Anyway, this is the system underneath my wheat silos, which I have in a different video. I'm just gonna show it working, hopefully. So, up here would be my various levels of wheat. Unfortunately they're not ready yet. It would be a lot easier to show off if they were. Something screwed up with my textures, god damn it. So, we'd press the button, the wheat would, and the seeds would come down here, and they'd end up in the hopper. The chest, if it's not already there, would be called, and it would empty the chest and the hopper before finally ending up sorting it for us. Let's just store this while we wait. And this, because everyone hates having too many seeds, so the seeds would come in both these hoppers and end up in this chest. The comparator detects how full the chest is and subtracts this, so it should leave about a fair amount of spaces in the chest for more seeds. It unpowers this hopper, so the hopper starts feeding the dispenser. Underneath this dispenser is lava, and this clock just fires the dropper, rapidly. So our cart's at the last hopper here. One problem I forgot to mention while talking about the whole thing is that you can't have more than a single chest full worth of items in this system, because if you do, for example, say we each have half a chest full in each of these chests, and we have half a chest full in this, the cart will fill up at the first two and it will stop here and it won't go anywhere because this hopper won't empty. There's not much of a problem here because there should only be 3 stacks of wheat and 3, maybe 4 stacks of seeds for each one, which should leave 3 spaces. Apparently, that's cutting it close. But yeah, it will empty into the chests, and all is well. Obviously, with this wheat farm, you're not in much danger of overfilling chests or hoppers or that because it takes forever to grow. It's not exactly the most efficient growing method, but that's why I have 3 of them. Anyway, that's that.